Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this podcast, the Muslim World League News. In today's podcast, we have the King Salman Relief Center provides health services in Sudan and Mauritania in cooperation with the League. An exceptional partnership to serve future generations between the Muslim World League and the Tony Blair Institute. The League calls on all parties in Afghanistan to save lives and property. Al-Issa visits North Macedonia at the official invitation of the Macedonian President. And the League supports the project of the United Nations High Commissioner for Child Protection in Nigeria. As part of its activities to spread the culture of harmony and peace, the Muslim World League has attended over the past few days a number of events and activities that are devoted to its philosophy of promoting coexistence and understanding between different peoples. And now, to the details. The King Salman Center for Relief and Humanitarian Action, in cooperation with the Muslim World League, implemented a program for cardiac surgery and catheterization for adults at Alia Specialized Hospital in Durman in the Republic of Sudan, where the center performed 102 cardiac catheterization operations and 23 open heart operations for the incapable over there. The ambassador of the custodian of the two holy mosques to Sudan, Ali bin Hassan Jafar, stressed that the humanitarian work that the kingdom is doing worldwide is its religion and its approach to serving humanity without regard to race or religion, noting the specificity and exemplary relations between the kingdom and Sudan. Jafar added that the charitable projects of the kingdom in Sudan will continue in the service for the citizens and a desire to deepen the deep-rooted relations of love and brotherhood between the two brotherly peoples. For his part, the Chief of Staff of the Sudanese Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Muhammad Uthman Al-Hussein, expressed his appreciation and gratitude for the great charitable work of the King Salman Relief Center in Sudan, stressing that the campaigns came at the appropriate time to alleviate the suffering of ordinary citizens. Lieutenant General Al-Hussein extended his thanks to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, and His Highness the Crown Prince. May God bless them for what they offer to Sudan in various fields. The King Salman Relief Center, in cooperation with the Muslim World League, conducted 83 urological operations for a number of elderly people in the Republic of Mauritania, who thanked the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for its goodness in various countries of the world. In this context, the Office of the Muslim World League in the United Republic of the Comoros is making unremitting efforts to implement health, educational, and social programs and to build mosques in coordination with the federal government, where the office provided food items to about 1,000 families, benefiting approximately 6,500 individuals. The distribution targets more than 45 villages within the 6 municipalities of the island. Work is still underway to complete the distribution as the Muslim World League, through its office in Moroni, launched a relief program to meet the basic needs of the population. The Muslim World League and the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change inaugurated a new exceptional partnership that will bring together their common vision to serve the future generation of youth. Over the next 3 years, the Muslim World League and the Institute will work together to provide a global educational program to provide more than 100,000 young people between the ages of 13 and 17 years in more than 18 countries around the world with the skills of critical thinking and dialogue to meet the challenges of future opportunities. In addition, the program will work through schools and education partners around the world to train more than 2,400 teachers in dialogue skills such as critical thinking, active listening and global communication in order to transfer these skills to their students, thus contributing to building greater mutual understanding, tolerance, and trust between young people and their communities, and correct perceptions about religious and cultural diversity. The program will build a broader dialogue between followers of religions and cultures within communities of diversity, as it addresses young people's empathy and understanding of those who are different from them in their daily lives, their families, and their communities. The program is of great importance at a time when the world is dealing with the corona epidemic, which has had an impact on the education of young people, as communication through learning dialogue skills is vital to ensure the ability to communicate effectively, build bridges of understanding and exchange, combat misinformation, and build empathy among young people. The Muslim World League confirmed its follow-up with great interest to the current events in Afghanistan, calling on all parties to preserve lives and property and to ensure the safety and security of all. His Excellency, the Secretary General of the League, Sheikh Dr. Mohammed bin Abdul Karim Al-Issa, expressed his hope for the stability of the situation in Afghanistan as soon as possible and for all the Afghan people to unite for their homeland. His Excellency said, "The League, in the name of the Mufti and scholars of the Islamic Ummah, among the members of its academies, councils, and international bodies, and the Supreme Committee of Mecca Charter, and in the name of the nation's youth who are united under its global banner, stands by the Afghan people, supports their choices and the right to enjoy a decent life within the framework of what's required of achieving the meaning of faith and national brotherhood, which must include everyone with religious and national awareness, does not accept the approach of classification, exclusion, and division, and the imposition of opinions from one side." His Excellency Dr. Stevo Bendarovsky, President of the Republic of North Macedonia, received at the Presidential Palace of Villa Vodno His Excellency the Secretary General of the Muslim World League, Sheikh Dr. Mohammed bin Abdul Karim Al-Issa, who visited the capital Skopje at the official invitation of the Macedonian President. President Stevo expressed his appreciation to Dr. Al-Issa and his role in spreading the values of tolerance and coexistence around the world. For his part, Dr. Al-Issa drew attention to the League's keenness to build bridges between peoples in order to promote world peace and the harmony of its societies through religious and cultural commonalities and the common humanity. During the visit, Al-Issa discussed with the Speaker of the Macedonian Parliament ways to enhance joint action. He also visited the Islamic Sheikhdom in North Macedonia and gave a lecture on the Sunnah of the Creator in the nature of human diversity according to Islamic concepts. The Muslim World League and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees concluded a grant agreement to support the activities and events of the Child Protection Interventions Project implemented by the UNHCR in northeastern Nigeria, where more than 2.1 million people, men, women, and children have been internally displaced since 2009. The agreement will contribute to saving many children who were forced to flee, leaving their homes and families. It also focuses on protection for children at risk of human trafficking or its victims, especially girls, in addition to supporting the activities of relevant government agencies to improve child protection services. The agreement will train community structures, organize inter-school competitions on child protection and rights in the coronavirus pandemic, facilitate the adoption of the concept of a safe school for children as additional support, as well as provide entertainment and play tools, support appropriate activities for children in 3 safe and integrated places for women and girls, and provide financial support for unaccompanied minors in terms of clothing, bedding, shoes, etc. These programs are expected to contribute to increasing the capacity of the responsible authorities to prevent cases of abuse, exploitation, and violence against children through holding meetings and dialogues for community participation with cultural, religious, and community leaders on child protection, in addition to training officials to confront and protect children, as well as organizing radio talk shows to educate the local community about the dangers of child trafficking or their disappearance, as well as training teachers in schools on child protection and their rights. His Excellency President Mohammed Wuld Sheikh Mohammed Ahmed Al-Ghazwani, President of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, and his accompanying delegation visited the International Museum of the Prophet's Biography and Islamic Civilization in Medina, which is supervised by the Muslim World League. His Excellency toured the museum's pavilions, where he watched a number of interactive displays on the biography of the noble Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, in addition to the various models of Mecca and Medina, the migration route, atlases, maps, various educational aids, and modern technical means. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our podcast, the Muslim World League News.